Lee Dempsey from Wallasey. We'd like to know if there's going to be a commemorative plate issued of King Danny's coronation, and if we can pick one up on the cheap.
Hi, it's Stephen Cole from Durham. I'm just wondering where everybody's going to live in a one-bedroom apartment, and do you and your security officer share a bedroom?
My name is Laurie Sage, and I'm calling from Stockport. I wanted to ask whether he tidied his country himself, because I think it's fantastic, and I would be proud to be any part of a country so tidy and neatly arranged. I think it does very well for a world leader.
South Yorkshire, Midge. I've got a great name for his country, Flatopia. Flatopia. Flatopia.
I'm starting my own country, and I can offer sort of special. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I'm starting my own country, and I was just wondering if you and your pals here might like to come along, form a kind of Highland division. No, I can. I'll make it worth you. Don't walk away. I'll make it worth your while. I'm not big with the cows. I never have been.
Hello there! That was fantastic. Welcome to the second state broadcast live from the newest little country in the world. And I'll tell you what, we're not all that little anymore. I am King Danny I, and since I last spoke to you, the country has been in an enormous state of growth. I've received nearly 1,000 phone messages, 2,000 emails, and there have been nearly 46,000 posts on the website. Now, I had hoped to tell you this evening that we had beaten our main rivals, the Vatican, but I have even better news. Not only have we trashed the Vatican, we are on the verge this evening of beating the people of Tuvalu. Tuvalu is a small group of islands in the South Pacific. They've got 11,649 citizens. I can now reveal we have 11,531 citizens. We are only about, what, 100 citizens away? I'm going to keep checking the website. This is, if we can beat Tuvalu, this will be a very, very exciting day in history. Keep it up, people of the earth. Please sign up. After that, we've only really got Nauru. I think they've got about sort of 13,000, but we'll take Tuvalu first. Now, in the studio, we have Sir Banks and Sir Wag, but first, I need you as well. You can ring me live in the studio on 08700 10 10 80. Do you remember I said last time I wanted the small animated sidekick? I've now got two, which I'm quite pleased about. You can email me on citizentv@citizensrequired.com, or you can go to the website at citizensrequired.com, and you can sign up there. It's all been updated since 6 o'clock tonight. Lots of exciting things happening there. So, Banks and Wag, how are you doing?
All right, thank you.
Very well. Are you excited to be part of the fastest growing little country in the world?
Very excited.
You are. Now, you worked very, very hard night and day on the national anthem. How did that feel?
It was great. Yeah, great to do business with you, and yeah, and to create the anthemic anthem for your country. Anthemic anthem.
The anthemic anthem for the country. A great way of describing it. What do you need for a good anthem, Wag?
A strong sense of rhythm running throughout, and it needs to be very melodious.
That sounds like just a song, though.
It kind of is.
How about, and you know, because we want to inspire and unite the people through song. Do you think we've achieved that?
I hope that we have, yeah. I was humming it on the tube to a small child.
Okay.
He was crying.
Please do not hum the child's song. It will cause danger and regret. So, I can tell you that already the phones are going mad. Before I take your calls, though, it's time for the news. Here then is the news this week. Our as yet unnamed country is the fastest growing country in the world. According to official sources, the United Kingdom currently has a growth rate of 0.28%. China has a population growth rate of 0.58%. But since 6 p.m. last Wednesday, our country has an official growth rate of 511,250%. This, my friends, is bigger than Rick Waller. This is staggering news. This means we are technically growing at a rate of 1 citizen per minute. And that was the news. I knew we should have got a CD. I knew we should have got a CD. I'm going to go to some of your calls in a minute, but first let's have a look at some of the emails that have been coming in this week. Now, many of them have been suggesting names for a country. Quite a few of them have taken inspiration from other countries in the world. Lots of people seem to like Pentagram's suggestion of Spexico, but I think you guys can still do better. So let's have a look what people have been saying. Liam Brady says it should be called Walland. See, a little play on Holland there, but using my name, Wallace, very clever. Bug-Eyed Mike says Bulgaria. I like that. Denmark, says Jeff. The Isle of Dan, says Silent Pete, somewhat contradicting his own name there. Afghanistan, says Superman. I quite like Afghanistan. Might be slightly controversial. Dan Sylvania, says Mr. Bungle. I'd actually prefer the country to be called Mr. Bungle, I think. Flatland, that's getting a lot of support, as is, oddly, France. So, that'd be nice. Let's take some calls then. I think we've got Darren on the line. Darren, are you there?
Yep. Hello.
How are you, Darren?
I'm fine. I've enjoyed the show this evening again.
Excellent. Where are you calling from, Darren?
Leighton.
Leighton? I've been to Leighton.
Oh, look at you.
Exactly. I really don't blame you for wanting to join my country. What do you wish to say, Darren?
Well, you see, I actually really like the national anthem. I think it's very good, very cheery.
Yeah.
But, you see, I think what you need to do is, you know, you need to plant the seed of this new nation in the child's mind at a young age. So
we've tried that. The child cried.
See, I was thinking maybe you could get like somebody like Rachel Stevens to maybe do a cover version and get it out on all those kids' TV video shows.
There's very little difference between me and Rachel Stevens.
She's got longer hair.
She has got longer hair. It's a good tip. It's a good point. It's well made. I'm writing it down, sort of. Scott.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well, actually. Danny, I'm fascinated to know, I mean, as somebody who lives above quite a lot of other people, how do the people who live below you feel about living below an entire new country, and possibly the first people who live underneath a country?
I haven't told them. That's how I've got away with it. I mean, you know, there are a few exterior shots of the building. I'm sure there are some quite confused people living below me in Bow at the moment. But that's, you know, that's typical for Bow.
Did they not come to the official residents' new country meeting last week?
There was what, sorry?
Well, I hear you held a meeting for the residents of your new country, and you invited some of the people in your flat, but do you not think to invite the people below your country?
Now, have you been did you get this off the message boards? Because I'll tell you, the message boards here on the website have been going crazy, and rumours have started to come rife. Some fella called the Duke of Sitting Room appears to be my right-hand man, and I've never even met the fella. He's been anointing people, knighting people left, right and centre. Do not believe the Duke of Sitting Room. Here is where you get your official stuff.
I'm just merely concerned. I mean, what if your country starts to drift on another country because the tap overflows?
Oh yeah, but we'll get the UN involved. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, mate. Don't worry about it, Scott. You know, you're with me now. I'm going to look after things. And anyway, I've lagged all the pipes. It's going to be fine. Do we have anyone else there? Ben?
Hello, yes.
What would you like to say, Ben?
Hi, I represent a bunch of other sort of not very well-known countries, and we were wondering if we could get diplomatic recognition of you.
Well, tell me a little bit about your country then. Go on.
Well, I represent a group of them. You can probably find us off the internet. We can be found on www.micronations.net and a few others.
Okay.
We're sort of a bit jealous of the publicity you've been getting, actually.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Have you got a micronation yourself?
We could get a treaty of diplomatic recognition.
I don't see why not, mate. I mean, let's do it now, in fact. You know your email?
Yeah, all right.
Well, why don't you email me right now at citizentv@citizensrequired.com. Someone will bring that down to me, and hopefully I'll be able to sign it live before the end of the show. How does that sound?
Okay, I'll do it right now.
Off you go. You see, it's interactive. This is what it's all about. Anyone else there? Beverly.
Oh, good evening, Your Royal Highness.
Very good, Beverly. I like the way you're thinking. Listen, Beverly, I'm sure you've got many things to say. I'm sure you want to hear some of my kingly wisdom, but I want you to do me a favour, Beverly.
Yes?
I want you to take the oath of allegiance right now.
I will try.
Are you near your television?
Yes, I am.
Can you get to the television with the phone?
I can, yes.
Beverly, I want you to hold your hand up